action coming up here on West 4 Wrestling. Introducing first, from Zuma Beach, California, weighing in at 245 pounds, high roller, Ace Brandon. The challenger requested that everyone stand for their national anthem, so I'm kind of wondering a little. The challenger from Siberia has 302 pounds, the Russian Crusher, seconded by manager Eddie Sharkey. One fall, 30-minute time limit.
This match will be outstanding. The Russian Crusher being embraced by his rather insane manager, Eddie Sharkey, against Ace Brandon, one half of the high rollers. This will be a barn burner from start to finish, guaranteed.
Little hug and kisses there by Eddie Sharkey and the Russian Crusher before this encounter. Oh, he's so proud of himself.
That's a custom. That's a custom. You know it is.
He is an awesome individual. Look at the size of this Russian Crusher, but now they say when you take him down to the mat, everybody's the same size, and Ace Brandon.
Yeah, but he grabbed the trunks. You saw that.
Oh,
he rolled up behind him. See him grab the back of the trunks?
No, I guess I didn't see that. Greg the Terminator gracing us with his presence here at ringside. They lock up in center ring, and a grinding side headlock applied by the 300-pound Russian Crusher.
I would suspect from Rig we're not going to get anything good to say about Ace Brandon in this one.
Ace
being a frequent partner of the Russian Crusher.
Crusher is very proud of himself. Whoa, nice hip toss.
He had hair there. I saw that. He had hair.
I think maybe
look at him. He's even gesturing that he pulled the hair.
Maybe you ought to put a chair right in center ring, get a little closer to the action, Terminator, because you're not seeing it the way it is at all. Eddie Sharkey right in front of us right now, underneath the ropes.
Eddie's making sure that Ace is keeping this hold on properly and not using any illegal tactics like he usually does.
I'm going to ask you something, Rig. Are you going to honestly sit here and tell me that your manager, the coach as you call him, Eddie Sharkey, never interferes in a match?
Never.
Well, I tell you, you can go to hell for lying.
Yeah, you can go there for a lot of other reasons, too. But
Pinocchio the Terminator is with us here at ringside, ladies and gentlemen. That nose is growing every time he opens his mouth. And look at this. Now, what are you going to say about that, Mr. Terminator?
Right in pointing out to the referee that his foot was on the other side of the ropes.
Understanding, nothing more.
That's it. See? The coach told you, didn't he?
I'll tell you something. I don't know if you two fellas stay up all night practicing lying, but you're becoming experts at it. There's no question about that.
Now he's going to get killed for that.
Eddie Sharkey with yet another threat in his long series, his never-ending series of threats. The Russian hammering away at Ace Brandon.
Well, the Russian's a far more superior athlete than Ace is. Look at Ace. Looks tired.
Let me tell you something, Terminator. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it to you right now. I think Eddie Sharkey should either be escorted from ringside or put in a chair and made to stay there.
They should probably have a throne sitting by ringside just for Eddie to sit in. Since they're probably not going to do that, then Eddie will just have to walk around the ring and supervise the match and make sure the referee is doing his job.
You're a sick individual.
Like I've said before, Eddie Sharkey has been nicknamed the housefly. The reason being, he buzzes around, he aggravates everybody in the building, and you just wait for him to land someplace so you can swat him.
Why don't you watch what you're saying about my manager?
Well, we all have a cross to bear. I'm sorry to hear that.
Call him Mr. Sharkey, too. I don't want to hear no other words.
Mr. Sharkey, I'm glad I got a representative here. Somebody that knows what's going on.
Fine, young man.
Biased opinion. And keep it to yourself. Let us do our job here. Get away from here.
Shut up, Four Eyes.
Whoa! Tremendous back body drop by the Russian Crusher. Working on Ace Brandon, the high roller.
Look at how slow and methodical the Russian is.
Sunset flip.
Yeah, he had the trunks.
This could be it. Count it. Oh! I was ready to go for the bell.
Yeah, he had
nice
the trunks.
sunset flip. Nice sunset flip by Ace Brandon.
You people must be blind. You can't see the way he grabbed the trunks on the way over like that. I can't even believe that. I just can't believe that you guys have such a biased opinion on these wrestlers here. Space Brandon. Look at him.
Pardon, wimp. Ace Brandon.
He's lightning in that ring, and if Russian Crusher doesn't watch out, he's going to have his shoulders pinned to the mat.
Lightning. If that's lightning. That's power.
Tremendous strength shown by the Russian Crusher. I'll give you this, Terminator. He is absolutely awesome. There's no getting around it. One of the strongest men in wrestling, and one of the most violent, I might add.
I heard he's about third rated. Myself and Crow are the top two, of course. But you knew that already.
Who came up with those ratings, may I ask?
Oh, everybody in professional wrestling knows that.
Yeah, right. Continuing the assault on Ace Brandon. Oh! Head first into the mat. Ace Brandon has got to be seeing many colors of the rainbow after that. And Eddie Sharkey delighted at ringside as the Crusher continues his assault.
Poetry in motion. Now there's a thing of beauty. Look at that guy's supper. Can you see it? Choke him. Crush his head.
Is there
Tell me to shut up.
somewhere else you could go, Mr. Sharkey? Could you maybe...
Wash the dishes. Have a house clean or something?
Eddie Sharkey taking on everybody in the audience here with a verbal abuse.
Well, they're all trying to pick up the Russian. That's what these girls are all doing here. Not to mention my man right here. That's what they all came down here for, is to see these two guys. That's why you're here. Jealous, aren't you? Ha, ha, ha.
Why don't you go catch a streetcar, fella?
This audience has no respect.
Respect is something that you gotta earn.
He's earned it over the years.
In for the ride at Ace Brandon, continuing now. But the Russian, a rake of the eyes.
That wasn't a rake of the eyes.
Another scientific maneuver, I suppose, Rig.
That's right. He just pushed him away.
Into the turnbuckle. Oh! The Russian completely confused and off balance. And a sunset flip. Ace Brandon in for the count of 1, 2. Oh! I thought we had him right there. Yeah, I know it was 2, Eddie Sharkey. Do your job. Let us do ours.
Why don't you mind your own business? Eddie's minding his. Quit picking on him.
Well, the Crusher looks like he's hurting now. Ace Brandon pounding on him.
Possum. Look at him. I think he's playing possum. He'll come back and destroy his opponent.
It's got to be a disadvantage, Mick, when you got a guy like Ace Brandon in there that's got to fight 2 men. He's out here looking out for Eddie Sharkey, sneaking around the ring.
Hey, Brace Brandon ain't nothing.
Wait a minute.
He ain't nobody.
Ace Brandon. And again, the Russian completely befuddled. 1, 2. Oh! I don't know, Mr. Terminator, but you'll have to agree that the Russian Crusher is not on his game tonight. He has missed several maneuvers in that ring. He looks off balance, and the Ace could very well score the victory here tonight.
Oh, look at that. Not with slams like that, he won't.
Tell him about it, big guy.
Oh, look at the Russian. Totally dominating this man now. This man's wore out. Oh, look at that, huh?
Now look out here for Eddie Sharkey.
That's good for the throat.
Now that's where he belongs, on the floor like a dog.
His throat right on that top rope, snapped his head back, and now Eddie Sharkey, I don't know what he's doing, but the referee ought to keep an eye on him.
Eddie Sharkey's not doing
trying to help that lop-eared kid in the ring. That's all I'm trying to do.
Maybe we ought to just turn the microphones over to Sharkey and Rig and let them do it.
Well, at least you get an honest opinion then.
Oh, man, over the top rope. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a disqualification. The Russian Crusher.
No.
Yes, sir.
He didn't throw him over the top. Don't do that, Russia. That's not the rules, and he didn't know that. That's unfair.
Brandon is your winner.
The dumb kid couldn't stay in the ring. I told you, just a lop-eared kid. He don't know if he's on foot or horseback.
You have to explain the rules more to that.
Is your winner.
That's wrong.
You need to understand the rules.
The Russian Crusher tossing Ace Brandon over the top rope, regardless of what Eddie Sharkey and Rig the Terminator say. Your winner is Ace Brandon. We'll go to a special interview right now.